Hi everybody, Deborah Good here, and welcome to my kitchen. As a mom, I have been on a quest to find an alternative for sugar in my children's diet and my own. I really believe that one of the hottest topics in the world at the moment from a health perspective is how to replace sugar in our diets. It's a real problem that there's so many hidden sugars, even in what sometimes looks like a healthy breakfast. So in the mission to do that, I spent the last few years developing and creating a sugar alternative which would convert people long-term to a sugar-free diet. What I needed to do was create something that was delicious and delightful so you didn't feel deprived, and which my children, my best guinea pigs, would sit around and enjoy as much as they would sugar. So what I'm going to do with you today is demonstrate how we replace sugar in a good old classic bake that everybody knows, the good old South African milk tart. My gran passed this recipe down to me, and so it's a great example of how easy it is to replace sugar in a classic bake. We're going to take the sugar component out and replace it with free sweet. What's lovely about the free sweet is that it's one-to-one with sugar, so it's really easy to replace. Also, we're going to change the flour component into almond flour so that we've got a gluten-free break. So just a bit of a modern take on the old-fashioned milk tart. So let's have fun. First of all, I'm going to get you to heat up your ovens to 200 degrees Celsius. In the meantime, I've measured out 1 liter of milk, and I'm going to heat that slowly so that it doesn't boil over. That's going to be busy warming while I prepare my crust. I'm going to replace traditional wheat flour with almond flour. It's lower carb, gluten-free, just a healthier alternative. 1.5 cups of that, and we combine that with 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder and a pinch of salt, and combine it gently until it's mixed through. So once we've combined our almond flour with those other dry ingredients, we're going to take a bigger mixing bowl, about 80 mils of butter, with our superstar ingredient, our free sweet. I'm going to throw in about 1/4 of a jar. I'm going to combine the butter and the free sweet until it's almost fluffy. I'm using free sweet original. I have another variant, which is free sweet vanilla, which I'll be using actually in the filling. As you can see, the free sweet combines and behaves just like sugar, but you are having a carb-free, healthy, natural alternative, which tastes absolutely delicious. Right, so when things are fluffy and looking good there, we're going to add an egg and combine that with the free sweet and butter mixture. And when that's done, time to add your dry ingredients, and grabbing a wooden spoon to fold it in. Just make sure that all your ingredients are nicely mixed, no dry flour. Oh, this is looking beautiful already. Smells like heaven. And once that's done, you get involved. Put your hands in and grab your dough. Beautiful. Roll in a ball. All right, put the dough aside. Grab your pre-greased baking dish and pop your dough into there. Smooth it out so that it coats the sides and base. Right, so when you have shaped your dough, to coat the bottom of the pan carefully, no holes in it, because this is going to be the shell for your milk tart mixture. We're ready to pop it into the oven, which has been heating for a while at 200. Right, so while that's baking, 15 minutes till it's nice and brown, I'm going to get started on my filling. So the milk has safely warmed to boiling point, and I'm going to, first of all, combine the eggs with, again, the free sweet. So pouring our 4 eggs into a big mixing bowl, and this time I'm going to use the vanilla free sweet variant. What's special about the vanilla free sweet is that it gives you that feel of good old-fashioned granny's baking. Oh, smells like heaven, and in it goes. About 180 mils. And we're going to whisk that together When that's well mixed together, we're going to add our flour and corn flour. Put it through a sieve just to prevent any lumps. And after that, our equal amount of corn flour. And again, whisk till all the dry ingredients are combined. How amazing that's looking. Right, now I'm going to decant this hot milk into a jug so that it's easier to pour into the egg mixture. Because you need to do that with your left hand while you stir consistently with your right. Slowly. So you don't want to be creating scrambled eggs in here. I've done that before. So slowly, slowly combine, whisking the whole time. So once all your milk is in, you've got a very watery liquid, and now we need to return it to the heat. The most important part of this section of the recipe is that you stir this liquid on the stove constantly to prevent lumps forming, and continue mixing so that no lumps form. Okay, right, I love this consistency now, like a thick custard. And right at the end of that, you're going to add your butter. It's about 80 ml of butter. Also, I'm going to add even more vanilla. It's my favorite thing. So another teaspoon of vanilla, along with your vanilla-free sweet, going into that pot. Stir to combine, pop it back on the heat for a moment. That is a minute away from being ready to pour into your crust, which is now ready. Oh, and look at this. Perfectly browned, ready for the filling, which we're going to pour into the crust. I mean, really, look at that. Then we smooth the top, smooth it into the crust until it's almost at the top of the sides. One thing to finish it off, sprinkles of cinnamon. Oh, I literally feel like I'm back in my grand's kitchen. And voila, your old-fashioned granny's milk tart. All right, that's it. So please go onto our website, try out the recipe, let us know how it goes. Wait till you see what sugar-free baking looks like with free sweets. Till next time, follow your free.